Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you? Nice to see you again. Just so you know, if this is all crackly, I've got a brand new computer ordered. Expensive. Trying to, there's just no way I can fix this. It's a done deal. Anyway, so we're going to talk to Jason today. I don't need to explain any of this to you. You know how it works. Don't forget, though, this is not an exact science. Sometimes you got to think outside the box a little bit. We just communicate the best way we can. Oh, he says, I love you. I love you. I'm always thinking of you. I'm always watching out for you. I'm pretty sure you feel him around you. You feel that little, like when somebody walks in the room and you turn around and go, because you feel him walk in the room, you feel him. He's a very soft presence, though. And once again, his eyes just mesmerize me. Just that, it's almost like I can look clear deep into his soul. Just, his eyes are mesmerizing. Like, he's got such a knowing. He said, thank you. He says, you're overthinking. You're worrying too much. You're fretting too much. You're overthinking. You need to breathe. And I don't know if you know how to do meditation breathing. You don't have to meditate to do it. Just breathe in through the nose real slow. Most people like to hold it for a couple seconds or so, and then out through the mouth. And do that at least when you do it. I even have a note on my computer that says breathe, and I still don't do it. It's good for all of us. So he wants you to do that once in a while. When you start overthinking, just breathe. Center yourself. He says you have too many fingers out here. So what he means by that is kind of like, it doesn't necessarily have to be chords, but it is kind of chords. It's kind of like energy chords, and you've got them kind of stuck out everywhere. You need to visualize bringing them all back into center. And you don't have to do this, but it just visualize all these little cords sticking out of you, kind of like an octopus, and just visualize them coming back into center. Line up your chakras. He says, and breathe. He says, are you listening, Rhonda? I know. I need to do it too. I have a Reiki master that I go to because I just can't do it myself. I get a little oomph, kick in the butt. I will say I have an exceptional Reiki master healer. So any Reiki would help, but mine just happens to be exceptional. And I've been to quite a few. She's a totally different. So you need to ask him. I don't know if I've told you before. They cannot override your free will choice. My guides are always up there going, oh, geez, Rhonda, we brought you all this good stuff, and what are you doing? You're not paying attention to us. Because I have free will choice, and I can say no. So you have to ask, and you have to give him permission to help you. Ask Jason to guide you to a Reiki person. Somebody that can help line up your chakras for you. You can, actually, one of the things I got is totally freaking amazing. Uh-oh, I see my jammies. And it doesn't have to be this. The sound just seems to do something. Also, this one was cheaper, and it's not doing very good because I'm holding it. It's just a little kind of a baby singing bowl. And I don't remember what that was. $20. I don't remember. He's trying to get you to pull in your cords. You're too scattered. Your brain's kind of going like this. That's what mine does. It's always going like that. And to center yourself more. But ask him to help lead you to the right person. And then you might all of a sudden see an ad, or somebody might walk up to you and say, he's saying in a restaurant, I don't know if that's going to be exact, but, and say, oh, I just went to this great healer or this great Reiki. He's saying Reiki master, not just somebody that knows Reiki 1 or Reiki 2, Reiki master. Go to the top, he says, go to the top. Ask him to help guide you to get you there. And then you have to be willing to allow it, whatever comes in. And you don't even have to buy one of these bells. Go to YouTube. There's plenty of videos and stuff with singing bowls, Hindu chimes. I don't know what they're all called, but that type of tone, that type of vibration. Just go to YouTube. Sometimes I just play them. And some of them won't be 4 hours long, so you can just put it on there and just piddle around the house and do whatever. I'm trying to be. He also wants you to get one of these. It's a stone, and actually my Reiki master medium friend gave it to me. I can't think of the name of it. It's the one that's kind of for protection. It's always black, and you can hold it when you do that. Not that you need the protection. I'll think of the name here in a minute, I hope. Tourmaline. Thank you. I figured you'd pop up with it in a minute. Tourmaline is great, and I hold it a lot of times even when I'm doing readings. So go to YouTube, find the bells or the singing bowls, then visualize pulling in those cords, centering yourself. Hold on to the tourmaline if you get some. Tourmaline's great. I also usually have rose quartz, which my Reiki master gave me, that I put in my lap, just because she told me it was good for me. It may not be good for you, but I'm just suggesting. He's calling you a scatterbrain. He says you've got to center yourself before you can even worry about the other. Then it will flow. We want you to pull all your energy back into you. Okay, so he wanted me to pull a release card for you. Can't seem to talk today. And see where we're going with this. I've got some little sage going here. I like to use my release cards. So right now, imagine breathing in the sage. I know, this sounds like a lot of hocus pocus. Sounds like a lot of hocus pocus, but it's not. Seriously not. I'll show you the release card just a second. Just waiting to see if he's going to say something. Oh, he's going to say something. Wait a little more. Not quite all burning. Have my little angel wing bowl. Actually, my Reiki master gave that to me too. So we're really stressing the Reiki master today. Anyway, Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. Don't know where you live. It's getting cold here. He says, if nothing else, you need to ground yourself. You need to ground yourself with nature. It's free. Nature's free. Like he's got me looking out at my maple trees turning red. Actually center on how beautiful that leaf is on that tree. And I said leaf. I like each individual leaf. Thank you, tree, for giving me oxygen. He wants you to pull your stuff in, center yourself. Appreciate the grass, the tree, the bird chirping out there right now. Appreciate nature. Appreciate what God gave us. Appreciate the natural beauty of the world, not the sidewalks, not the buildings, not the hubbub, not the windows in a house. I don't know why he's mentioning. I know what he's getting at. He said appreciate the clouds. Appreciate nature. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world, not the man-made world. So he's very much trying to get you to come to center. And if you like meditating, do that. I don't get along with it very well. My brain won't slow down long enough. He says, then move forward with the rest of it. He's saying, get your shit together. Uh-oh, he's poking me on the head. He's talking to me too. I get lectured by him a lot. Not him, but, well, a lot of them. He says, do both types of cards. It might be less stressful to start out with oracle type cards because they have words. And dabble with tarot. Then he's showing like he's got a pile of cards and he's just mixing them all up. So then, once you kind of get the hang of both, do them together. And there's some great card readers on YouTube. Great card readers. You've got to go look and see it go see the way they do it. I've found some absolutely fabulous ones. Their intuition is out of sight. He says your intuition's not going to be that good till you pull yourself in. You're too scattered. He says you have to work on you. And he's going to help you. But you have to ask him and you have to allow him. He can, like I said, he can bring you all that great stuff and he can bring you the greatest Reiki master in the world and you can go, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I don't have time. I'm too busy. I'm too busy with the material world instead of natural beauty of the world. He said he's going to be knocking on your head. So when you feel that tap, tap, tap on your head, he's using knuckles. Know that he's trying to get your attention to go, hey, it's time. Hey, where are your thoughts right now? Are you thinking what you're supposed to be thinking? He says you are a beautiful person inside. He says you have a natural glow. Now I haven't looked at your picture. And I stay away from people's Facebook pages because it messes up my readings. It messes up what little logical mind I have. He's showing me that your eyes don't quite have what his eyes have, that deep inner knowing that pull me in. He said yours are still kind of clouded. You're not quite willing to let that cloud move from your eyes and let the clear inner knowing in. He says, but you're getting there. You're going to get there with his help. He says, so what if sage stinks? Use it. And I try to sage, even if it's just a little piece. I get the loose leaf sage, so that's just the long stems or crumbs or whatever comes in a sack. Because I have trouble lighting the stick and putting it out. It seems like a big hassle. So anyway, I'll even put, just like I did now, just a couple little pieces in my bowl and a little chip of Palo Santo, anything like that. He's, he says, you just have more stuff you need to clear out. You just have more stuff. You just have more stuff that you need to clear out. It's still cloudy in here. But you can always find somebody to help. He says you're afraid. Part of the deal with the cards is you're afraid you're going to be wrong. And that's a lot of mine too. I don't want to hurt somebody. I don't want to give somebody the wrong advice. He says you're afraid you're going to be wrong. He says, but once you clear out your channel so that things can flow in freely, you will just intuitively know what the card means for that certain person. Because that same card will mean something different for each person, depending on their energy. He's saying if you read for yourself, you read things into it that really maybe you're not getting intuitively, that you're going to read things into it. And I find it hard. If I'm having a problem, say, with somebody, I'll pull 3 or 4 cards and it'll give me some advice. But actually reading it intuitively is a little tough because you have so much, you know too much shit about yourself. And, it's hard to do. To actually be objective about yourself. But like I said, I'll pull 3 cards if I'm having a problem. And I'll go, okay, give me some advice. Give me some advice. Boom, boom, boom. And I'll have a general idea and I let it go at that. Okay, I don't know exactly how this is going to work. He's suggesting you do it for people that you know or you know a little bit about, and you just sit there, but you don't tell them. It's like you don't do it for them. You don't do it in person with them, at least not at first. He's saying pull out a card and feel what you get on that card about them. And that's still kind of like, I better not questioning. That's still kind of like you know too much about yourself, so you'll read stuff into it that maybe shouldn't be read into it. You'll know the difference between saying something that you already know about them or whether it actually comes in from your intuition, from your knowing, and be still showing your eyes being cloudy. So he says go ahead with the oracle because they're easier, but work on the tarot on the side. Okay, something about, he's showing me the Ten of Wands. I don't know very much about tarot because my memory stinks so bad. I can't remember what each card is supposed to mean. You don't really need to know what it's supposed to mean. You need to know it intuitively. So the Ten of Wands, and he's saying, think of someone that you know and lay down the Ten of Wands, and what do you get for that person at that time? And then repeatedly use the Ten of Wands for friend A, friend B, friend C, friend D, friend E. See what different vibes you get for each individual person. That's pretty cool. I've never heard that before. And he says, and then don't tell them. Just just do it. And that way, if you're wrong, you're not hurting anything until you get the hang of it. So I'm assuming he specifically wants you to start out with the Ten of Wands, or he's just showing me a tarot card. Whatever you feel, use that antenna in you, that psychic antenna that every single person has. He says just play with them, feel them, touch them, hold them next to your heart like the deck. Love them. They are energy. And ask your guides to help you. And ask him to help you, but you have to, once again, I can't stress enough, you have to allow it. He says you'll get the hang of it. He says at some point, and he snapped his fingers, you will just get it. And then it was like this big burst of flame. Like, you'll be on fire. You'll be on fire. But you have to dabble with it first. Dabble, dabble, dabble. And it's also like telling the universe, your guides, your angels, your team, whatever you want to call them. It's if you keep dabbling with them, then that lets your team know this is what I want to do, and they'll help you. It's like I always tell people, write things down that you would like to have. You don't have to be nitpicking specific with details because it won't come in the details that you want. The end result will show up if it's in your best good. But if you write it down, then it's not all scrambled in your head, and you're not me. My head's always scrambled. So I'll go, oh, I want white. No, I want black. No, let's get the brown. That's the way my head works. But if you write it down and make it clear to your team, to your guides, to your angels, whoever is going to help you, we don't do this all on our own. It is not a one-man show. No matter what some people think, they pat themselves on the back. It's not a one-man show. So by dabbling with them, it's doing the same thing as writing it down. You're showing them, yes, I want to do this. I want to get better at it. So do it kind of, he says, under the covers. Under the covers at first, and until you start feeling a little more confident that you understand the cards, that you understand the feeling of the card, the intuition coming into you. And usually every morning, I have an app on my phone and I hit card of the day. Just give me the general, so you could use your card, flip one out every morning. You say, this is my card for today. What is your advice for me today? He's talking about sunshine, lollipops, Rainbows. Oh, there's a song like that from like way back. Way back. We're together. You don't want me singing. I can't think of the name of the song. He's talking about smoke. I don't think it's cigarette smoke, and I don't know what kind of smoke he's talking about. Something you're going to smell so you know he's around. And I'm sure you know you can be in the store, your car outside, and get that whiff of smoke. It's not cigarette, though. I don't know what it is. I'm leaning more towards a campfire type smoke. Not 100% sure. He's not making that clear for some reason. He says, shuffle your feet, lose your seat. And he's showing you actually moving your feet, standing up out of your chair. And as you stand up out of your chair, somebody else sits in it. So you can't sit back there. So you have to move forward. So that's probably going to, he's not showing me that it's him. But once you start moving forward, you won't be able to go back. So allow him to help you. And he's going to stay on this one subject. I don't think he's going to bring in well, my mind just went blank. Not going to bring any evidence that it's him. He says you're going to know it's him. Something that he's on my right side, which most of them usually are. Something about the top of your ear is either going to tingle or burn. Oh, mine burns when my bob gets real close over here. He literally had my face so hot, and I thought, wow, he doesn't usually do that. Am I getting sick? It scared the hell out of me. I actually got the ear thermometer. This side normal. This side, wish I would have videoed it. This side, the alarm went off. I had a temperature. And I could feel the whole side of my face flushed. He's just showing the top of the ear, so it literally, physically changes the temperature. And then I went, oh, I know what's going on. It's my Bob. He's really pushing his energy. He hadn't done that for a while. Anyway. So he's going to let you know he's around. I don't know where you live, but go outside and breathe in the beauty of the natural world. Okay, he said he's given you plenty to work with. Okay, show me again. Go find singing bowls meditation. And if you have something to play it on, like I said, some of those videos are 3, 4, 5 hours long. If you have something to play it on that you can go to sleep listening to it, that's what he's showing. You're laying down, going to sleep, and it's playing. He just thinks that'll be a very good, they each have a different megahertz, different pitch, different vibration. So, if you click on one of those videos and it just doesn't feel right, doesn't sound right, go find another one. There's more. In fact, I think I'm going to turn one on when I get out of here. You might, okay, he's saying you might be able to find something on YouTube. And I always refer to YouTube because it's free. You don't have to go pay somebody. As far as pulling your cords in, as far as pulling your energy in and centering, just be careful. I mean, if they sound creepy, get out. I actually had a girl that really messed up my energy really bad. Here, I don't know, 3, 4 years ago. So if it feels like you should get out of it, get out of it. Don't get drawn into something you shouldn't. Use your intuition. Okay. He said he's giving you enough to play with, to work on, to practice with, and he's going to be watching to see if you'd start doing it. Move your feet, lose your seat. Know that I love you and I'm here to support you and hold you up. You will be amazing. And you can make a little pocket change. Actually, I see some of those readers that are doing it for free, but people send them money, you know, like in the chat thing somehow. I haven't done it yet. I need to pay some of them that I listen to. Give them a little energy. He said, but you can make some pocket change. And I see people doing it all the time. I watch a lot of card readings. Okay. Yes, like he said, I mean, it's just really not my thing. Being a medium is my thing. Oh, he says being a healer too. Okay, my dear. He's going to leave. He wants you to start working on it. He's going to be watching to see if you take those steps forward. It's totally up to you, your free will choice. If you don't take those steps forward, it's not going to fall into your lap. You have to work for it. You have to make the attempt and show them that this is what you want to do. Okay, so hopefully you can hear this because evidently my computer is getting worse. Like I said, I got a new one coming Monday. I don't know when I'll have time to get it all set up, put where it needs to be put together, and hopefully make this better. It's costing a lot of money to do it. Much love to you, my dear. Let me know how it goes. I'll be very curious. He's a very smart man. He's mellow. He's calm. He's knowing. He's ready to be of service and help to you. All you have to do is ask him. Okay. Oh, he says, tell my friend hi. I think he's talking about somebody that was more than a friend. Tell him hi. Tell him I love him. Okay. And he's leaving. Much love to you. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.